the bravery to stay put here.
Oh! The curtain moved.
No, it did.
Yeah, it did. It moved.
Shut up,
It moved.
it
It
did.
moved. Yes, it did.
Why would a
It did.
curtain move?
How did you not see that? Oh, okay.
Hello, my loves. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. Hi, helloey. My name is Loey. I hope you're ready to get scared because today I have for you 10 disturbing videos I watched here on YouTube with even more disturbing backstories. These are not videos you should watch alone under any circumstances. So I'm gonna force you to watch them with me. And if you ever want to catch these videos live, I am usually live on Sundays here on my channel for my Sunday Scream streams. This upcoming Sunday is gonna be a really special one because it is a Scream stream for charity. Come get scared with me for charity, for Make-A-Wish to be exact, on July 30th. I would love to have you there and just to see you guys showing your support. So I hope to see you there or on any Sunday that I go live, but for now, let's get into these scary YouTube videos because I'm telling you, we've got a group of weird ones today. So I'm just popping on here really quickly to say a huge thank you to the sponsor of today's video, Love and Pies. Love and Pies is a free-to-play Merge 2 mobile game that can be played on your phone or tablet. I've become a bit of a phone gamer, and it's honestly all thanks to Love and Pies. Love and Pies is a really cute game where you can run your own little cafe and you can customize it and make it look like the perfect cafe of your dreams through so many different customization options. You can build it up, but there's also a mystery element to it because the cafe that you're running belongs to your mother, who has mysteriously gone missing without a trace. When you get to the cafe as well, it's been burned to the ground, so there's a lot of renovating to do, a lot of tender loving care that needs to go into this space, so that's why you get to design it from the ground up. For me, this game is a perfect balance of something really cute, and I love the story, I love the aspect of getting to design your own cafe, but it also has that mystery element to it, where you have to figure out who burned down your mom's cafe and where she is now. The mysterious world of Appleton is full of secrets, and it's up to us to crack the case, all while building our cafe into a thriving business. Download Love and Pies today and join me on this Merge 2 mystery. It's such a fun game. There's so many interesting elements to it that keep me coming back even months and months later. You never run out of content or things to do in this game, and it's so fun and relaxing to play. You can download Love and Pies today using the link in the description box down below, and when you guys download through my link, it really does help out the channel. So thank you so much for that, and again, if you want to download Love and Pies, a really fun and unique Merge 2 mobile game with a mystery element to it that I know that fans of my channel will love, click the link in the description box down below. Thank you so much to Love and Pies for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get into the videos.
A construction worker is working the graveyard shift at a warehouse when
I'm so
something
excited.
very strange is caught on camera. This footage was posted by XAlien97, who works security at a construction site where the following chilling incident had taken place. XAlien says that ever since showing this video to the people who work there, employees have been on edge. They fear that they too will experience this terrifying encounter.
Scary video.
In a very short video, XAlien recounts the events of that night.
So I work security at this construction site, right? We got all the trucks.
Okay. All
We
the
got
trucks.
these real things right here.
I don't know what those are, but real
One of
and true.
these.
Okay.
These things are heavy.
Yes, they look quite heavy.
Just a little backstory. It was a construction worker that he needed help pushing one of these. He says a guy came up to him, another worker, and he says, "I got you. Just guide me and I'll push it for you." So I said, "Okay, cool." So he was guiding him. He kept telling him, "Back it up, back it up, back it up," and he was pushing it.
This guy, this other person.
When they were done, he went around the reel to tell him thank you, and he says that he was gone.
I knew it was going there.
Now the scariest part about this story
But
is
it was
that when the
still
worker
creepy.
had one day gone up to the main office of the building, he noticed a particular memorial photo of the workers who used to work at the company.
Stop.
In this photo, he saw the man who had helped him push the reel.
Oh my gosh.
Eerily, the photo says he had passed away in 2015. The following is the video of what's believed to be the ghost of the ex-employee caught on camera.
Cause that's, wait, this is crazy. This is crazy. Cause like, that's gotta be the other guy, yeah? Just telling him, back it up, back it up, back it up. And there's just no one there. And he showed those things. They're like huge. I'm sure that I have to have people who work in construction who like watch my videos. How heavy are those things? I don't think you can just roll those, right? Because they look like full, and the wheels on the side are like wood. Like thick wood. Crazy. Oh, and this is when the guy goes around to go check and doesn't see anybody?
Eerily enough, the person who was helping the worker with the reel suddenly disappears. Wow. According to the worker, he had walked around to thank the man for helping him, but to his shock, he was no longer there. It's as though he seemingly vanished into thin air. Given the story provided by the security guard,
really
could it be that this
worker
had encountered the spirit of a deceased ex-employee? Or might there be some logical explanation for this truly odd occurrence? As with most videos, this one has yet to be solved.
I think that one's paranormal. I think it's completely paranormal. I know that it could easily be faked. I don't know.
Now, the following video doesn't have much info, as the original source is unknown, but even without knowing its origin, the footage is no less scary. The story goes that a man who lives in a village near the Swiss Alps heard strange noises coming from the mountainous region. He decides to climb the mountain and find the source of these unusual sounds.
How disturbing.
When he gets to the top, he's immensely frightened by what he sees. This is the video he took.
He says, I can't believe this. I don't know if you saw it. Maybe because I am here alone. It seemed to me like, I don't know if you've seen it, but please take a look. You can't see anything, he says. I don't see anything. There looks like there's something really tall. Like a structure? Maybe that's just normal though. I don't know. He's okay, yeah. He says I still can't see anything. I'm like, is it Slender Man? Okay. There's like silhouettes. Oh my god. They're so tall. What is that? What? The hell is that? And why do I keep thinking, no, they're moving. No, I saw that one move. What are those? Dude, if it seemed to me that it moved a little. That's what I'm saying, it moved. Bro.
The man sees what appears to be two giant figures standing in the distance. Even more chilling is the fact that the figures seem to be moving ever so slightly, confirming that they weren't statues, but instead something else entirely.
They look like
the man
giant
believes
angels.
that these might have been angels
yeah.
or an entity of some sort, as he felt a sense of peace and believed that the figures meant no harm. Yet when looking at the video through an infrared lens, the figures don't appear to be fake or CGI'd. Whatever had been on top of this mountain seems to have actually been there. But, like always, you be the judge on whether or not something supernatural was captured.
Oh!
Just what exactly had been on top of this mountain.
I would say that's pretty supernatural. What was at the top of the mountain, I don't know, but a lot of people in chat are saying they're weeping angels. What are weeping angels? Let's figure it out. What are weeping angels? We're gonna figure it out. I think it's a Doctor Who thing. I guess that the weeping angels were that thing in Doctor Who where they would like cover their faces. I think that they petrify people if they see their face. They were known for being kind, murderous psychopaths, eradicating their victims mercifully by dropping them into the past and letting them live out their full lives just in a different time period. The angels were known to kill by other means, such as snapping their victims' necks. So that's part of a fictional storyline. These are real. and show up in those image heat sources. Like, I don't know. These ones freak me out. I hate that they're tall. I hate that they moved. Ugh, freaky. I love it though. On to the next one.
On December 31st of 2022,
Yes.
3 policemen were dispatched
We're
to a
gonna talk
house
about
after receiving a call from a
Camilka?
neighbor who reported
Camilka?
that loud, strange noises were coming from
This
inside.
was in my
The neighbor stated
50
that they heard
scary
deep guttural
TikTok
noises
video.
and piercing screeches that were unlike anything they'd ever heard. When the police arrived, they were deeply disturbed by what they found.
Okay.
Now, the video itself was taken by a paramedic who was immediately called to the scene. As it turns out, the police requested immediate medical care as they were unprepared to deal with the situation at hand. They had no idea that the house they were in once belonged to a family of cannibals who enjoyed butchering human flesh and making exotic dishes that consisted of human remains.
Oh!
This cannibalistic family has since passed away, but their house still remains in its shabby condition in a small town located in Greater Poland. On the night of New Year's Eve in 2022, a 20-year-old woman named Camilka had been inside the house with a couple of friends. They were all playing with a Ouija board with the intent of conjuring the spirits of the cannibalistic family and the victims they consumed. This was a bad idea, as all of a sudden, Camilka began acting erratically and extremely feral before barricading herself inside a room.
This was the backstory.
Something had gone terribly wrong. According to her friends, Camilka had seemingly become possessed. When the police came, they were left highly unnerved by what they saw. This is what was caught.
This story is so creepy with that context. Because this was the first part of the video that we saw. The paramedic says, Jesus, is that her growling? And then the men say, yeah, that's her. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, what's going on here? Can you hear that voice? Stop, this is so scary. Imagine being called to the scene for something like this and you just start hearing growling. Be careful. Oh, can you hear her? Or can you see her? And then something banged. It kind of sounded like she threw something out. So they had to go through this really fast. Her poor friends. Her poor friends. If that story is true and they just came here to like goof around at this abandoned cannibal house and do some spooky stuff, and all of a sudden she's like snarling, growling, and like, what? The paramedic says she's upstairs above us, something upstairs. Damien, if we swap our positions, maybe. Move out of the way, or you will get your head smacked. She has a wire of some sort. Oh my god.
Terrified by Camilka's strange behavior, the police are unable to go inside and save her. So,
Poor
as a final attempt to get her out,
girl.
they head outside and place a ladder
so
against the side of the room where she
bad for
hides.
her.
This, however, did not go as expected.
So again, flashing lights warning starting now. They're gonna start using a strobe. Oh my gosh. So she went up there. This poor girl. There you are, you savage. Come here, flower. Don't growl it. Don't growl like a pig. Why are they talking to her like that? Come here. Come here, Camilka. I can see you. They say don't crawl. So they're basically, so they get a call to this house. And the strobe lighting, obviously. They get a call to this house. And this starts happening? Come down, your child is asking for you. Maybe that's her child, and then that's her.
The police tell Camilka that her daughter Victoria's with them as
I just like, why are they talking to her like that? You know what I mean? Like, yes, this is a scary clip because it's like, what happened here? Like, was there some kind of paranormal thing? Was this like a mental break? Like, what was it? Is it like some kind of episode? Why are they talking to her like that? I feel like it's so unusual for the police to be talking to someone like that. Maybe not that unusual in the United States, but like, I guess I always find it very weird when they're talking to people like that outside of the US. Like, it's weird. Like, why are you talking to her like that? Whether this is paranormal or, you know, some kind of paranormal influence that she has, being possessed, whatever you want to say it, or it's just like this person is going through a crisis right now. Like, maybe don't say that she's growling like a pig. Like, I just feel like that would have exasperated the situation so much more.
As an attempt to lure her out of the room, but this didn't seem to work, given that she still stayed inside. Unfortunately, not much else is caught on camera as the video ends abruptly, but according to the paramedic who shot the video, Kamilka was eventually taken to the hospital. Strangely enough, it was upon arriving at the hospital that she started acting normal again.
Oh, good!
After being thoroughly examined by a psychiatrist, Kamilka showed no signs of any psychiatric disorders. Her blood was also checked for any intoxicating substances that could explain her strange behavior, but no traces of any drugs were found in her system. To this day, Kamilka's family nor her friends could explain what happened inside that house. All that is known is that her family wishes to never see their daughter ever like this again.
Completely
Whether Kamilka was possessed
understandably
or if she had a
so.
temporary psychosis remains a mystery.
Yeah, I hope she was just like okay. I don't know any additional info, but I thought that one was an interesting watch since we talked about it in our recent scary side of TikTok, but I don't love this story. I don't love where that ended up. On to the next.
In a previous video, I talked about a family in India who's been documenting unusual events inside their home. The family has seen more than just a couple of things move on their own, but also other small incidents that seem to hint at something way bigger and perhaps dangerous. From their house being suddenly infested with hundreds of maggots, which appeared out of nowhere as they played holy music throughout the house, to occasionally hearing the pitter-patter of invisible footsteps late at night. The family can't help but think that a curse has been placed on their home. They believe that ever since letting go of the maid who took care of them, strange things have been happening. The maid, according to them, is responsible for the strange activity. Although having seen some crazy things, it's the most recent occurrence that's by far the strangest. It's late at night when the family is woken up by mysterious noises.
Oh my god.
This is what was caught.
So what? Then the person who's cleaning their house set a curse on them? So the wife is gonna stay with the son because otherwise he'll get scared. Oh, the kid asked him to ghost.
Daddy will come soon.
That's so sad. Creepy. That's so real. All of them huddled in one bed. That's how I would be. If I lived in a haunted house with my kids, I'd just be like, all right, so you sleep with me. Safer for everybody, you know? Apparently, this one is an ongoing haunting, which I think is really interesting because I've never heard of this account before. And I feel like I'm fairly up to date on a lot of the people who have these long-running hauntings like this online. Oh, well, the ghost was very busy in the kitchen. All the stuff's thrown down here.
Yeah.
I didn't notice the kitchen cabinet was open while talking to my wife. So there's just toys and so clearly something was running amok, you know? Things are going a little crazy in here. Oh my god! What is that? Like a room divider? Here, the cover has fallen down. Interesting. That's a big piece of furniture. Look, he's having trouble even putting it back up on its own.
Mysteriously, a mess has been made throughout the house, but Most chilling of all is the video of how it all happened, which was captured by the
Oh
security
my god, they
camera
have
inside their
security
living
footage.
room. Take a look.
They have security footage. So are we gonna see like all of this stuff start happening? Because look, the tricycle is open. Oh, so the cabinet just opens. Okay. So just gonna start tossing. Oh! Where did that even come from, the open cabinet? Okay. 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 What is happening here? Now is the cover about to fall over? Maybe we'll be able to see that in the far right, kind of where my camera is. Yep, that was what was next. Huh.
Naturally, the family was left unnerved, but they were left even more so by an incident that took place only a few days later. It's past midnight when this is captured.
Oh, another one?
Baby, are you awake? Baby.
Me when my partner is awake and I have to go look at the ghost by myself. Me. Okay. So nothing. It's a much cleaner site than we've seen previously. The ghost is not messing the place all up again. But I just know we're gonna get jump scared. Ew! Ugh! Hated that. They sounded like little little kid footsteps, like the stomp, 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 stomp.
Please stay outside, please.
He's handling this way better than I would have if I kept hearing footsteps in my house and then saw the door was open.
It just scared me.
So the wife comes in
Similar
and that's
to a
what it
previous
does.
incident experienced by the family, the sound of small footsteps
Interesting.
are heard running about without a trace.
Oh, I would have
Now,
moved
given
out
that
the
family
first
has
time that one
experienced this
happened, but
before,
that's just me.
The family's not as scared
I'm not as
or
brave as
phased
them.
as when they first encountered this. It would be the following incident, however, that changes that. Only a few nights later, this was captured.
Okay. Okay. I was unable to scream here, and that's when I decided it's enough. What? I'm so freaked out. I was unable to scream. Is it like opening and closing the front door? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I really don't... Okay, so he turned on the lights. Okay. I think he turned on the lights. Oh my god, I hate the sound. I hate the sound. I hate the sound that's... It's like shaking. Like clearly so freaked out. Oh my god. I can't see what's happening. Ah! So it runs towards him and like knocks him back? That would have been enough for me, y'all. I mean, I understand that when he said I was unable to scream and that's when I decided it was enough. Like, yeah. I too would decide that enough was enough.
The father is seemingly pushed by an unseen force.
Stop,
He quickly
I forgot
falls
about the
over while
security
seeming a bit
camera.
disoriented as he tries his best to figure out what just happened. It is only
Oh
seconds
no,
later that he
poor
realizes
guy.
that something had touched him. While the family continues to document these chilling occurrences, viewers continue to suggest that they move out of the house as soon as possible. The family does plan on doing that, but it won't be anytime soon, as they have to make certain arrangements before doing
Like,
so.
Yeah, I get that.
Unfortunately, for now, the family has to endure whatever strange occurrence is thrown at them. Just like before, there have yet to be more updates on the situation of this family.
It looks like such a nice place in the daylight. Oh my god. That was terrifying. They ended up moving. I'm really, really, really glad to hear that. I'm glad that they moved. Because what the heck was that? I now find it so interesting that they think that like their cleaning lady was responsible for that. Like, what would it have been? They said that they let go of the person that was cleaning their place and then this started happening? Have they quite earnestly been cursed? Because I'm starting to think that they've been cursed. That one was wild.
Marcos Garcia is the owner of a small car shop that is currently operated by just one mechanic.
Okay.
This mechanic is the only employee at this workshop, and it was just recently that he received a car from a customer who needed repairs on the vehicle. Ever since receiving this car though, strange things have been happening around the place. Both the business owner and the mechanic believe that there's something quite mysterious about this car. They don't know what it is, but they have a slight suspicion that it might be the reason as to why unexplainable things have been happening recently.
Haunted car?
This vehicle, according to them, scares them.
Stop.
Although feeling creeped out by the car's presence, they don't think much of it and carry on with their daily assignments.
Okay.
But then one day, a very peculiar incident is caught on camera. Marcos, the business owner, is watching over the shop through a security camera when he notices the mechanic acting very strange. The old man was moving in such a way that it made him feel very unsettled. But when the mechanic was asked as to what he was doing, he replied that he was talking to the client who had dropped off the creepy car. Marcos, though, found this very unusual. The video Marcos had seen tells a different story. This is what he saw.
Is it gonna be that the mechanic is talking to no one? Yeah, this man has lost his mind.
Estoy revisando por la cámara.
I'm checking the auto shop camera.
De mi teléfono.
I'm doing it on my phone. I'm in my house.
Y este maestro está hablando.
And this man is talking to himself.
No cacho qué onda.
I don't understand.
De verdad que no cacho qué onda.
I don't understand what's going on. Talking to no one.
No, está hablando solo.
He's talking to himself, but he thinks he's talking to the owner of the creepy haunted car that you guys have been talking about. You just don't know. He's gonna ask through the camera what he's doing. Stop. Oh my god, this poor guy. This poor guy. Stop. This is gonna scare this poor dude.
Connie, porfa.
Hey, can you get me my phone with Connie, please?
¿Pero con quién habla, weón?
Who is he talking to?
¿Aló? Oye, disculpa, pero ¿con quién estás hablando?
Excuse me, who are you talking to? I'm talking with Mr. Carlos. I'm sending him the budget and explaining to him the accident he suffered last night on the highway. Wait,
Oye.
I was providing the budget. What I'm saying
Oye,
is...
cálmate. ¿Qué, don Carlos?
Which
Pero,
Mr.
oye,
Carlos?
Escúchame un poquito. Tú me estás hablando
Are
del
you talking
accidente
about
anoche.
last night's accident? Of course.
Juan, me estáis huellando, ¿cierto?
You're messing with me, aren't you? No, I'm talking to Mr. Carlos. I'm
¿podéis
explaining.
¿Podéis subir? ¿Sabes qué? Oye, es que no estáis hablando con nadie.
You're not talking to anybody, man. Mr. Carlos is right in
No
front of
estás
me.
hablando con nadie, Juan, y ayer los que
You're not
chocaron
speaking
murieron
to
todos.
anyone. And yesterday everyone died in the crash.
Juan, no estás con nadie. Sube y ven a ver las cámaras. Tengo todo grabado.
Come up and see the security cameras. I've recorded anything.
Sube,
everything.
viejo. Sube, vente al tiro.
Come up
Vente al
right
tiro.
now. Right now.
No estás con
You're
nadie, Juan.
alone there, man. I'll put the loudspeaker so he
Viejo,
can hear you
no,
too.
tengo grabado. Vente,
I've
por
recorded
favor.
everything.
Vente.
Come in, please. Come in. Okay, I'll come in. Can you wait for me, please?
Confused and slightly unsettled by the old man's behavior, Marcos immediately calls him to ask what exactly is happening. To his shock, the mechanic replies that Carlos, the client who had dropped off the car days ago, was visiting him to discuss details about his car and a racing accident that occurred the night before. Marcos was chilled to his core. Hearing him mention the racing accident,
I feel like at this point we've seen so many videos where you'll see somebody talking to someone and there's no one else on camera, and it's a really easy thing to fabricate, right? All you have to do is talk to nobody, get someone to react and get scared and whatever, and you've got a convincing ghost clip. This one in particular, that guy, the guy who was talking to Juan, the mechanic, on the phone, he sounded so freaked out. I don't know. This one has me in a grip. And this accident he's talking about, nobody survived. So that's interesting. But now they have to deal with this creepy car even more. That's all I know.
That occurred the night before. Marcos was chilled to his core. Hearing him mention the racing accident from last night was beyond strange. As it turns out,
weird.
Carlos, the client, had passed away in a terrible street racing accident the night before. The mechanic had not been aware of this incident until recently.
Oh,
the question is, though, how
God.
exactly did he come to learn about this news? Could it
Like,
be that the
calling
alleged spirit
him
of Carlos
by
had paid the
name and
mechanic a
he's
visit?
gone?
Is the so-called haunted car responsible for this? Or is this simply a case of someone who's become slightly unhinged from doing too much work at the shop? Just like Marcos, viewers
BizarreBub
believe
really
that
does not
something
mince
supernatural was caught on camera.
I don't know. That one just seems so convincing to me, only because the guy who I think owns the shop just really, he seemed so freaked out. That's a weird coincidence too, right? That they get in this like gross red car, this like old Twilight looking, you know, the car that Bella gets in Twilight from her dad, and it's like rusting and falling apart and she's obsessed with it. That's what that car reminded me of. They get this weird feeling from it, and then the owner dies. I really do wonder what happened with the car after that. I have to assume that, like, eventually somebody came to pick it up, but I cannot imagine then having that car just in your shop after this happens. Would scare the crap out of me. Last video. Well, for now.
Michelle A. and her small family live in a suburban home in Long Island, New York. Both she and her husband are happily raising 4 children
Hi,
while
Michelle.
simultaneously running a traveling petting zoo. Although living a busy lifestyle,
traveling petting
Michelle
zoo?
and her husband always make sure to prioritize the needs of their children. Given how much they care for their
traveling
safety,
petting zoo?
they install a nanny cam inside their baby daughter's bedroom.
Understandably
One
so.
night, while looking over at the baby monitor, something downright
I thought that
spooky is
glitching
caught
was
on
just on
camera.
my computer, and I got very scared.
Michelle says that
I
her
got
baby
very
daughter
scared. I did not
typically
know
sleeps
that was
through
a
the
an
night,
effect.
and if she were to wake up, she would usually cry out for her mother.
Okay.
But on this night, something unexpected happens. Watch.
So baby wakes up. Baby is smiling and pointing at something. She woke up pointing and laughing at something. Yeah, it's like she's like looking across the room and she's pointing. That's how kids, like babies like that, will talk. Looks like she's trying to talk to something anyway. That's weird because there's nothing in that room with her. Like, she is so alone. There's no art on the walls. There's no nothing where she's looking. Oh, that is freaky.
Michelle says that her daughter appears to be pointing at something in the dark. What's even more odd is that her baby daughter was laughing and pointing at something for about an hour or so before going back to sleep.
Hour?
It's because of this clip that Michelle thinks that her daughter has encountered something paranormal.
For sure.
According to
Definitely
her,
something.
her daughter was seeing something
Some
that we
kind
couldn't.
of visitor.
Whatever it was that her daughter was seeing, Michelle hopes that it was nothing serious or anything that should be a cause for concern.
I just
Who
like,
knows?
I feel like when you're a family with a bunch of children who also owns a petting zoo, any ghosts that you have got to also be like as wholesome as you are. Like, think about how wholesome this family is, right? A bajillion kids, a petting zoo with bunnies and little baby animals. Like, this is just a friendly ghost. It's a friendly ghost. I don't think there's anything to worry about, but it is creepy. This one is really creepy because babies can't act. Because babies don't know what they're doing. They're just babies. No matter what, this kid was talking to something.
Knows as to whether or not her daughter had actually seen something that night. But like always, let me know what you think. On May 20th of 2023, a couple of nurses enter a section of a hospital that many doctors and nurses are afraid to enter alone. The section of this hospital is known as the old ER, and it's a floor that's been abandoned for quite some time. Many patients have passed away on this floor, and some of those patients were children. Nurses claim that the floor of this hospital is haunted. One night, a group of nurses working the night shift decide to visit the floor just for fun. However, little did they know that something pretty terrifying would occur while being there. The following footage is their video. Watch.
Oh no, what in paranormal activity?
Haunted ER? We're gonna go.
Haunted ER, haunted ER.
Oh, the haunted
my God, my
ER.
head is huge.
I thought it was called the
Loey,
haunted
so I
ER.
Huh?
I was just close to the camera.
Yeah, you're right, you're right.
We got a chance for the haunted.
Oh boy.
ER.
You know, it really does feel like we are watching this like naive group of nurses go up to the haunted ER in hopes of having some fun and just knowing that what is to come is gonna spook them silly.
Feels like
I'm not excited about this. I didn't even get to finish eating my sandwich.
it feels like a we're getting on a. You nervous?
You should be, because absolutely horrifying things will unfortunately follow. Go, nurses, go. Go, nurses, go. This is, they are so brave for this. Are they gonna go in? Oh my God, they did.
Oh. Oh, it's a doll. Whoa. Yeah, it's just a little doll. They want his training.
Oh, it's a train down here.
Put it here.
It's still weird though.
When I finally saw it, oh my God.
That's so weird.
Stop. Why did they put that there? It's a training doll? Who put that there? Oh, that's creepy as... No, if the doll moves, I'm gonna lose it. Please do not let the doll move, because I will lose my mind.
Sorry, I thought you were. I felt you were like were. It's just freaky. You guys wave in the camera or in the reflection.
Oh, this is just so scary. I really don't want the doll to move.
Oh. Oh, the lights are on. Go in. Go in.
No, go in.
Go in. Go in.
The lights are on. Why are the lights on?
Do it.
They look like evil eyes.
They do look very scary and evil, to be
Yeah,
so
of course we're
honest.
gonna go with you.
Thanks.
They do look very... Them sending him
Ooh,
is so
feels
mean.
weird. Was that you? Yeah. This room feels weird.
It does just have like a really creepy atmosphere. You can barely see anything. So, are the lights really on? Are they doing anything? The bravery to stay put here.
Oh! 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 The curtain moved!
No, it did.
Yeah, it did. It moved.
No,
It moved.
it
It
didn't.
moved. Yes, it did.
Why would a
It did.
curtain move?
How did you not see that? Oh, okay. Ooh!
As one of the nurses walks further into the room, a hospital
Caught me
curtain suddenly
so
moves on its
off
own.
guard. Ew.
The nurse, terrified beyond belief, bolts out of the room at full speed, feeling completely unsettled. But then, within seconds of this happening, a cane mysteriously falls on its own.
Oh my God!
Now the following clip, which was captured by another nurse, shows the same exact incident,
Oh
but
my
from a
God.
different point of view. Take a look.
Okay.
What? What? The curtain moved. No, it didn't. Shut up. No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Why would a curtain move?
How do you not see that?
The nurses in this video believe that this may have been the ghost of a child who recently passed away in that same room. But as with most occurrences on this floor, they also think that it could have been another spirit. Whether ghost or not, the nurses in this footage were left terrified by this mysterious encounter.
That was so scary. Seeing the first-hand footage of, what was his name? Wyatt, I think. Like walking up to that curtain and then watching it move on its own. Like, no freaking thank you. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Not for me. Goodbye.
It's late at night when a group of friends decide to visit their school to do something that they would later come to regret. Rumor has it that the school they attend is haunted. According to some students, if you knock on the door of the nurse's office, which is located at the back of the school, someone or something would knock back. Not sure if the rumors were true, and feeling adventurous, a girl named Devi and her friend set out to explore the back of their school and knock on the nurse's door.
Oh my God,
but what
that
they
scared the crap out of
captured
me.
sends them running in a panic frenzy. This is what they caught.
Go. Just knock on it. Knock. No, go.
Oh, okay, it was just them.
Knock harder. Let them know. Let them.
Out of nowhere, a blood-curdling scream is caught on camera, sending the girls running in full terror. They have no idea where the guttural screams came from, but one could only guess the source of the screech.
So
Viewers
freaky.
believe that it came from either inside the school or near it, which only helps
That
to
is
prove the rumors as true.
weird.
Something haunts this school.
What
But of course,
was
what's your
that?
stance on this?
I don't
Supernatural
know.
or something else?
It was so loud and it was like immediate when it happened. Like, oh my God, this scream was so loud. I want to think it's like somebody pranking them, but who is doing that late into the night?
You let me know. This next
man.
video
That
was
last one was
recorded by a school
creepy.
custodian who captured something pretty creepy while working alone inside an
Oh,
empty school.
another
It was on a
empty
Sunday
haunted
when this video
school.
was taken. He was mopping the floors of the school's empty hallways when suddenly something happened that quickly paralyzed him with fear. The video he took is
Okay.
just downright spooky. Have a look.
It almost sounds like, is somebody like, it sounds like it's coming from a locker or the bathroom or something, but it's somebody crying. It sounds like a little kid crying.
If you listen closely, the sound of a child's voice can be heard coming from somewhere. It almost sounds as though they're distressed, which many viewers
Yeah.
believe is a cry for help. Although it's
Poor
unknown where the voice is coming
thing.
from, the custodian adds that this isn't the first time something like this has happened. Other custodians who have worked at the school have also encountered strange events while working alone. Knowing the history of this place, which has had numerous strange occurrences, the person who posted this can't help but think that something is haunting the school.
Yeah.
Very little context is
happening-
given on this
yes.
video, so it's hard to be
From
sure
that
if
video
something
alone, I believe it's a
unexplainable is
haunted
captured.
school.
But until more info is given, the source of this mysterious voice remains unknown.
Freaky, dude. Freaky.
In the following video, a hospital in Mexico had caught footage of
What
something
is it with
pretty
all these
creepy.
haunted hospital
The video
videos
takes
tonight? I
place inside
love
a
it.
corridor of an empty
It's
facility.
so creepy.
In it, we can see a hospital staff member sitting by himself. According to him, he was sitting alone when all of a sudden, a patient who was trying to leave the hospital asked him for directions to the nearest exit. Feeling confused upon seeing this patient, as he made sure the floor was empty before taking his break,
Ooh.
he gets up to check who the patient was on the hospital's computer. But when he looks over at the security footage that was taken during this time, he was spooked out of his mind. This is what was captured.
Oh my God. Okay. is scary. He's still talking to him, like showing him directions to get out. And then he gets up.
Based on this recording, whoever the nurse was talking to was not actually there. Those who've seen this footage believe that the man was either talking to himself or, as the man himself believes, a ghost. Just who or what was talking to this nurse?
I think
the nurse in this video has no idea and is still creeped out by this footage.
I think what it is probably a person who maybe didn't make it out of that hospital who's looking for the exit. You know what I mean? That's kind of what it feels like to me. But what do you guys think?
On March 11 of 2023, a very strange video was captured inside a hallway at an undisclosed hotel.
Security camera footage.
This footage was posted online by someone who found the video without mentioning where it came from. The original source is unknown.
Ooh.
The footage shows a woman entering the eerily empty corridor all by herself when something very peculiar is caught on camera. Needless to say, what was captured is eerie to say the least. This is what was caught.
Okay. The setup for this one has unsettled me a bit. Like, to my core has unsettled me. So, I do live in a state of fear. Oh! What was that?
Based on the video, one could safely assume that something highly unusual had taken place here. A plant seemingly falls on its own, as though tipped over by an unseen force. And, creepiest of all, the woman's hair is suddenly blown forward, as if a mysterious breeze had come out of nowhere.
Dryer.
Naturally, the woman was left extremely terrified by this chilling occurrence.
That's freaky.
Now, according to some viewers, this wasn't all that occurred, because apparently something happens before any of these events. As the woman enters the hallway, and right before the plant tips over, a very faint shadow can be seen manifesting out of nowhere before quickly disappearing within seconds. The shadow doesn't appear to be the woman's, as it seemingly vanishes while she's still there. With no explanation as to who or what cast the supposed shadow, it's believed that whatever this was had been responsible for the strange activity that occurred later. But, as always, what are your thoughts on this? Like most clips, this one remains a mystery.
That one was pretty freaking paranormal to me, man. I mean, the fact that she turned around in like a moment of panic too, like, do I leave? Like, do I, you know, whatever. And then suddenly this huge gust of wind through her hair. I would have run like that too.
The following video comes from Elsa McIntosh, and in this footage, a couple of friends are standing outside a room. They appear to be acting with caution, as though they're afraid to enter this room. Something about this space scares them.
So,
according to Elsa, this room has not been open for 6 years, and for good reason.
This is a TikTok video, like a TikTok haunting that I've very briefly talked about, but a long time ago. This would have been in a compilation probably like upwards of a year ago, if not at least 8 months or more. And I think that BizarreBub explains this haunting in further detail than I ever did. So that's why we're going to watch it. But this is like a full TikTok story, like a full TikTok haunting.
Strange things have happened inside this room. Although Elsa doesn't go into detail about the strange things that have happened, the video itself says it all. Entering this room, according to Elsa, was a big mistake. This is what they caught.
See if they move. Oh. Okay, hold on. Give me the lighter. I need light it.
Okay, why did that take so long? Was it the wrong key? No. Is there cameras in there? Why would there be cameras? Grandpa crazy.
So is there Grandpa's room maybe?
Oh, it's just a bedroom?
Maybe it's their Grandpa's house? I'm not sure. I think it'll explain it when we get further.
I don't feel good.
Real.
Why people die in movies, bruh.
Nah. We have
real.
Oh my god, I just got so lightheaded.
What is that?
Hang in there.
I just got.
Corbin, don't be going for this stuff.
I just got so lightheaded. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know. I got lightheaded as soon as I walked in here.
Not a great sign,
You are
I'm
not
sure.
welcome here.
Oh, my head's itching. I
If
think
there's
it's
any
lice
spirits
in here.
leave. You are not welcome.
Why is Santa Claus locked up?
Why is Santa Claus locked up? What did he do to deserve that?
It could be an object in here.
Ooh.
Did your grandpa ever think about that? Like, it could be an object. You could just burn the whole room.
Real.
Between in the closet, dude.
Oh, my back's burning.
Is it really?
I remember this. Yep, and he has scratch marks.
Stop.
No, get out.
And he has
Get out.
scratch
Get out.
marks.
Get
I
out.
remember
Get
that.
scratch marks up your back.
Stop.
No, you do.
Stop, you're giving me anxiety.
Oh my god. You're kidding, right? You're kidding.
That's insane.
While checking out the room,
Like, what
a friend
could
of
have
Elsa
done
suddenly
that?
feels a burning sensation on his back. Wanting to ensure that he wasn't imagining this burning feel, he lifts up his shirt to show his friends. But to their shock, they see what looks to be
Oh my
scratch
God,
marks
like, what
running
could
across
have
his
done
lower
that?
back. Elsa's friends
I don't think
swears that
that's
he hadn't
Grandpa.
scratched his back. Something in this room had done this. In a short video, Elsa explains this chilling occurrence.
And so we put crystals up by the door, and it took us like 5 minutes to unlock that door. Like, it wouldn't open.
Felt like someone was pushing.
Yeah, it felt like someone was pushing it back towards us. We finally got it open, we went in, and immediately I felt lightheaded. Didn't you say you didn't feel good?
I did not feel good.
Yeah, immediately I felt lightheaded, and I was like, okay, weird. But I was just trying to like play it off, you know, like it's.
I mean, understandable. You wouldn't think, you know.
He said that his back was burning, and as a joke, I was like, oh, imagine if he had scratch marks. And then he had them, and in the video, you obviously can see there was no one near him. No one was near him. I just walked up to him. No, it was. You could feel the scratch marks, like they were hard scratch marks.
Oh, that's scary too.
Now Elsa further adds that the house was built in the 1800s, and the key to this room had mysteriously appeared out of nowhere. It was lying about in one of the rooms, as though someone or something had placed it there for somebody to find.
Nope.
Curiosity got the best of them, and so they decided to try this key on the door that's been locked for years. It's unknown how Elsa's friend got those scratch marks, but if there's one thing that most viewers agree on, it's that this room should be locked up forever,
Yes.
as something about it just doesn't seem right.
Don't go back in there.
As always, let
Leave
me
it
know
to
your
the
thoughts on
ghost.
this one.
Like, leave it to the freaking ghost, dude, because there's something like horribly wrong in that room. There is something terribly wrong in there. I knew that they had gone in that room. I knew it hadn't been like unlocked in a very long time. This was the original clip I talked about. I didn't know that the key turned up out of nowhere. I didn't know like that, especially the additional details about the scratches. I was curious, like, was it just, did you just have a reaction to something in the room? I'm so sensitive to like environmental changes that if my allergies stop flaring up, if something happens, I'll just break out into like rashes, like very randomly, and then it'll go away, but not like scratch marks like that, you know? That looks like something like scratched him. I want you all to know that currently I have I have a dog at my side holding hands with me. Hades is down here just, hold on. I wish you guys could see this because, was that it for this video actually? I think it is.
Thanks for watching.
Okay, that was it.
And
Okay,
I hope you
cute.
enjoyed. Also,
Slay, bad bub, slay.
Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I want to say a huge thank you to my beautiful, wonderful channel members for supporting the channel. If you want to check out the channel memberships and get extra members exclusive content, including members only videos, polls, updates on new videos, and so much more, you can click that little join button. It should be somewhere around the screen, probably right next to the subscribe button. We would love to have you. That's going to be it for me for now. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!